A lot of things them day will happen. Only few I able talk today. But as time they go, trust me, we go to come with them on board. We go to deal with that as time they go. The battle for best between APC and SLPP. Oh, go carry with them. But not today. Mhm. Not today. Like I'm with whose friend? Make we hear waiting he get for we today. Welcome on board, whose friend. You summary, sir, for the week.
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple A, and thanks a lot, and welcome back. And thanks for all the effort we do for bringing it together, and thanks to all our listeners and viewers them here and wherever you day, morning, afternoon, or evening. So the issues them quite a lot we don't put on the table, and I know say all man go don't hear it, and try for getting your small little out of what you don't put. You left to how you interpret them. But me, they look at this from a different area, actually the health sector, development sector of the health. Then you look at the area where people like can always look for compare when we get a crisis in terms of petroleum or other food products or prices even they go up. We would look first in this area more because I the basic thing because we know see development in each country we look and see they come from different sectors. Now we know say we get non-industrialized nations and we country now one of them. Salon now one of a non-industrialized nation and we are the sub-Saharan. But would they try for level go reach the top wherein we're able to get we own prosperity from resource. Any resources now, the aim say we get prosperity. But during this journey of this, you get the politics, you get the policy, and you get this implementation idea. The politics, you don't grow in a different way, you don't change in different patterns. Then they see the policies and they come. Then you see how these are going to be implemented in terms of making development they go. But we know see we get unemployment, and that underemployment back again, which is a big challenge for the government. We see how then they try for bring strategies then. But you ask what are the implementation strategies? They see back how would they get under investment. That under investment would they get our infrastructure and that's the main thing. But waiting can always cause and because of this financial gap. And this financial gap, you see say because of resources them we don't they will not able to manage them, we'll get that gap. What's in they come? We'll get donor agents and people and they come in for help. So you now they think about this government we present or past or whoever done they, but now we look at who that did it because who that did in charge now will be there for us. What's in the fiscal crisis them what they don't undergo? How they able for them manage the fiscal the money where they send at this now they keep for let go take in case something happen. Then when I look at una you monetary way we say na day when they go take the money now for can bring them for let una can they do fiscal policies. So you they try to avoid an area wherein you they avoid a slipping into debt. So you know go say are they slip into big debt as a ratio of million gross domestic product. And when you they slip to that area where they want to go into debt, when you find out see you gross domestic product, what you they make na the country or what you get minerals or anything una will sell for loan get money, then una not able to equate them. And based on una own policies una they put saying and so they spend the money, where money can and so they put them. Or also will they go keep and so will get for make them. They get the central bank. So you find out always it slip you, it lead you to debt. So this now one of the areas you find out see people them they don't they try for say petrol there, rest there, other things and they go. What in government would they ask what in them before don't do? Now, for avoid the idea of comparing other countries, I mean, know why other countries then get their own problem. It is not to do with war. It's not to do with for saying because of the developed countries. Now because of reasons where each government they get your own faults. I will go directly. This particular issue of the petroleum, let's take an example of now. Now they get energy where they see they come on Russia and war and Ukraine. But here is the case wherein some of these things and with government they say, oh well, look at UK and then they said then they face the thing. It is absolutely far different. This is it. Now we now UK now Usami Day, then been getting like fertilizer price being go up because of the shortage of the oil they get from Russia. But what is the reason why it go? Because one, they close the one factory where they make the fertilizer up north. The other one ain't the function. All right, then there's that and telling the boys, say, why you close this? Why people not be try for revamp them? So obviously, you have a strategy where you they put in your country, where you go able to see that these are they put in place. It is not to do with Russia. It's not to do with the war. The petroleum, not what they do with them. So you find out say, when they compare things, say, oh, well, then why are they? It is quite different. They are failing to put developmental plans in place. So that the same thing we are the try for say. Now, we for put developmental plans in place. We for put policies and when a fiscal policy they will be able for meet up so that in case the shock when it come, we get what's the shock absorber. And what are the shock absorber? Now, what thing would they look? Would they talk about storage? They say storage not there. Now, what thing you go put in place, now I will get a bigger storage. You get for put that strategy there in place. Say, when I get finance or when I get developmental plans, now they I will turn the finance for let I will get big place for let I will reserve me petroleum products because me not able for can refine them. So what I go if I get the refined product, see I don't get forget a big storage for put them. The other area again we will look at for say what them do they're not able for give money to us for equate the one way then they say a subsidy. The subsidy not they come in level because when the price of the barrel they increase. Now, so the price of the fuel now the world market they increase. But again, those factors we don't discuss it and are quite big reasons then where they go. It all depends on individual nation. So waiting them before don't do now in this procedure what they call they call them a ring fencing. Waiting at the ring fencing, I believe in a similar strategy they will be did a parliament or government will be don't left this will be introduced small bits. This ring fencing, and now you see inside that they talk about that 10% when they talk about because they fail for do what in a ring fencing where they subsidize. You they try for do what you they say they separate the company money, you they protect them. So when you they give that subsidy, they protect the finance of that particular company, so they avoid them. What you avoid for let you know get, you they avoid them for let you not get a loss where that price wouldn't shift that moment they from the world market or the petroleum market, they try for buffer them so that you go able to get that subsidy they wouldn't buffer that ring fencing. So the company is safe. So the company will be pleased for get that product and for pass it on because you're not able for refine them because you don't discard you petroleum and refine the station like how they discard one of the fertilizer. And I bring the example company who they produce fertilizer for loan will get cheap fertilizer who will produce with. We don't discard that one day. We know they put in place for say well make them. If you don't destroy or whether you not destroy, we don't want the access how much it costs me for refine them. So now these are the type of things that try to see where government they bring in your fiscal policy towards making a development or try for make let the infrastructure in finance it will able for them. Now then they find out say most times government they lack and political changes. When they can't change the political change with the policy, you find out say you get for look at areas and where you be don't sit down, you they watch as an onlooker for know the faults like a critic. So when you come in now, you don't already get a platform where you start up with. But when you diverted in planning other things where they say, they try for develop, but when they develop in the form of a way where I would develop from somebody what you don't do. That brings me down to the area of health. You look at the partners in health. when they been try for camp show this year where you talk about when this quality essential health service and system support project, you see say na only the partners in health dem put there as a rep for say then why this money will come. They not tell we say na the go give o, because from the interview, from the presentation, we see say na dem no more can present and show wetin dem dey do. But when you look at it keenly, you find out say from 1987 when the partners in health dem begin, then for now I will say first I'm a sympathy and condolence to one of the man who they lost in February, with Dr. Paul Farmer. And this Dr. Paul Farmer and now the philanthropists will open this partners in health. Why are they bring this? Then we don't get this project where they say then go do a maternity center of excellence na kono. Then we don't get from 2017 where they get the dream. So then we they get fund, global fund can help them. Other people they help them. So then don't they develop this project, forget the maternity and get other things and they help other places. So now you see there is a fund we don't come where they say millions of dollars and what the World Bank don't give. But when I see these two parties, they are doing very well, the partners in help. Let us not get me wrong. But the try for this, are they going for let them go try for hide behind the project where partners in help we don't begin? So that they will say, well, they don't begin, they will continue, then they will then project, then will they give them grant, let we do, we promise, say, will they build this, will they do this? So that people then go say, that this we don't do, that this now is strategy. So in other words, then they replicate the idea where partners in help get from then use them as then known as a government so that they go able for go before. But when you find out, then they go link now, are they going to say a finished product? We don't know what's the procurement process. We don't know what's the get for us. Their partners said and will open this hospital next year, 2023, because a big one way for contain about 100 and something beds. But initially, they been planned for get 40 beds. From that 40 beds in Adam. But where are they trying for still bring this? The structure where partners in health they bring, when that infrastructural building towards the health, now government want for link pa, or they get for start fresh. Don't go see them buy cement 10 bag, now the money go. Let them buy this, then there they go. So you go find out the transparency get for day. So in the end, you know, we can say now, well, now with the money on, we don't go put for the partners in health and this new project, or are they going to start a brand new one, like how partners in health? So it brings me again further for look inside the capacity. Now the government only do very well. We see them they say commerce, then go try for pass out some new them. But again, would have fund them. Now global fund, now then try for say let we pay for the student, they are able for capacity, the number we want. Because when they talk about developing health, you talk about the design and the architecture, like how the minister when they talk about and then there's there, and then you talk about the structure and the workforce. This workforce that they try for build. Because when you look at the ratio of the health, because for now we get a 0.024 physicians per 1,000 population, which is far less because the ratio for the 2.3 per 1,000, that is the ratio. So now they don't begin get 50 who don't graduate. But remember, to train a doctor, they take a while. So we get a process we get for undergo. That we all know. But during this process, would they get a transparency of spending. Where Global Fund does spend, the student then go for go graduate, then not then we see them this we come as to one nearly 3 hours project program. They get then they all they pay. Right now they don't most of them don't pay more than 4 million leones. 4 million euros. Then go pay for ready studies. Right now, they don't go pay back another 2 million, 200,000, 250,000. Things like then they pay before finally they go give them the license. So you ask the question now, the partners, a public global fund being give money to commerce for cover all this, or now because government give subvention to the commerce so that they go able for cover the cost of the poor student them where they don't go help them for landing costs and go perform. That's now other thing we government get for the look into how things are being changed up. You know, that was from one state to the other. Let the finished product, people then go don't get out, they glad they see. But so you they always see where in say, now here we put money. But if they say that how we put money, then they take money back, they ask why they take money. You might say commerce they take them because of the strategy and policies. But you go ask again, did Global Fund give the subvention for all that cover there? Because when they go pay for you in our school, remember then they pay for everything for you. So I don't know if that agreement's not been there. That not just me on question behind that side there. And then when they come to the graduates, then now they try for build up because now they try for make a broad base. Because when you look at the broad base, they find out the undergraduate medical education, the College of Medicine and Allied Science, then they try for partner. When they say with one thing, what they call I think na one way na I think na e-learning. This e-learning, I think they do with a thing when one of there's an organization actually when a lead come and the other one na somewhere where they sponsor them. Then go they try for extender na Makeni, then the extender na Injala, and so on and so forth. But you get to look at the capacity. You get to look at waiting at the risk behind that thing there. When I bring them things there, I come back. Let's see they succeed for bring them. I don't put in place in case something happen, how I will repair them, or now in case they spoil, now so I will just left them there. So these are all the structure. You get the workforce we get for think about, you get for look at that infrastructure and the architecture they try for build. Then you know say why don't be like I don't forget the workforce who reliable, who then go able for pursue then jobs there. So it all come down to how the government they try for do the resources and that expertise and the patterns they wouldn't they try for put. Because each step you get forget safety. You get forget safety for any economic shock. You get forget safety for your food the way they try for say now food sufficiency and they try for save myself. You get forget safety things that way they put when you go along the line. But this is to do with all the physical policies and more people are not the talk say now fiscal policy there will some of them they not get discipline. What is the discipline when they talk about? For say when you spend money, there must be something when it come out of them. And when they come out of them, you get for look at waiting, it get for impact the life of the person. When you wait for the person in life for impact, when you do things gradually, or you say you do and behind other person, then you question yourself, say, now the thing is, well, because then we don't rely, say, oh, now Russia will get 30%, we unlock we get for suffer. Because the reliability, we're not able for do them. We're not able for keep oil. US don't try for produce liquefied gas when like LNG because then when they buy and then they keep them. Who's that when they buy? Then they buy some na Nigeria, then they buy some na other places. That bring me again come to waiting we they do where we go able bring strategies them in place. We will get that bomb. We'll try, even though it is not actually good gas, because the drive was talk about now zero carbon. But when they talk about areas they wouldn't be for any buffer, then before they expand those things, you see them will produce gas from them things and they now this gas now you turn to liquefied gas, you sell them out for do all these kind of things. You bring revenue. If you don't get sort of revenue from your from taxation, you then lessen them from other things. Industrial, you come back again to waiting you industries and we they introduce now home-based industries we will get a turnover. We'll get problem back with oil trolley. We don't get this movement where they bring strategy say now we make we palm kernel we turn them to oil. Now then they say then they export them. We will able try for build them up. Now we will get a bigger one so that these are revenue. These are challenges, things of high demand, where then they try to say, will they buy and will they sell and with the profits, and then we dey get a prosperity nation. So it's quite a lot and challenges and where you dey see government then can come and then can find out the failures and what then they get for national governance. And those failures in national governance that they can lead into many of these risks. But some people not say failures when the government can be when some of the things we they say we make up a manifesto or we they make up a kind of a thing saying so we they can do when they look into the things. Sometimes you are more busy in looking at the political aspect what you dey try for build, the language you dey come, how you can talk to people them, the method them where you go able for convince people them rather than the policies them where you go able for build up, let you go able for implement them, let them work. So when the policies them where they implement, they always they overshadow with ideas of politics, too much of strategies where you can say, I go try for do them, let people see them, where they do the estimate, the statistics, like how they know the statistics say, now so nurse to one doctor, or now so doctor, so patient to one doctor, so this, so you work out that math, then you bring them come, you implement them with what you get. If you don't do, the people then go see say yes, there is a gap where we don't left. Then people are not complete. Now we give them. But if then they give you, and remember, these are funds, as I'm always saying, are projects, nothing where they don't go get. Like partners in health, they don't go. Now philanthropists, people, them, about 5 of them, where they don't do all the things that they begin like Haiti, then go Rwanda. So we get that luckily for them, go begin to that corner. So we say forget now, say, well, we'll not just lean on alone, we try build this year, we'll be promising, catch money, now plus in hand, we don't thief, we'll be put on for let people and can't get better for now. If we waste time, they go, people they talk about trying that MRI, we are they call it echo med, being tried for take question about it. Nobody no ever take step for say that we find out, that we know that thing there, how we get them. People and they come, then they bring strategies, then they left them come. But it's all always areas where we want people and they say, well, would they close one side, other side for open? You never close one side when you don't know side we don't open it. So you make yourself ready for changes only when they look at people them. They go say, they go look how then where the hospital they. When you go ask, if you go Senegal, you go look at how Senegal then they do them. Then you hospital then they just open. I think few recently then go open a new one. And you see how Dubai get their own method of their own health sector. You go learn, but you go ask the question, say, when you know all these things because you've been far fetch education. When you look for visa, when you go to the immigration, why you left now your country? You say, because I want to go for far-fetched education. That then they take out for you. But that's what they're asking you. Why do you want to come and get education out? Because this education, all this. So if you can't get her, you say, when you come back, let's go back again, let's go see. So you try for delay the process. Because the process already is there. You be don't tell me because one layer is true, it's intelligent what he was telling us, but you delay the time because that's not get for work on you. Anything, all you give for work on, you strategies, the promises we don't put, these little resources we get, you try bind them together. Because in the building, there are methods of building and healthing. Even though you want to see how they manage for each day, but the sense about how they manage for it is simple logic. They have made the plan, then they invest and they go ask how much this the cost, or how much this land there, or how much this tier the cost. You don't know the price, then you just go for them. Then you know where for go find the people that will get for can do this job. Where you they talk about the one they win expertise and other things. So if you say they go look, what thing they go look? Now how they spend the money or how they call their money? Yes, you're going to land because there is a need for land, but you have already gone the other way. So you therefore come. You see, so these are the things with the people and they talk where you ask them, but why did they pay for this picture in price, or why then they do this? You look at the fiscal policies where then they always ring bells. See, the fiscal policies of this government is actually I'm not going to say reckless because people might say they use it the wrong way, but I'm saying the fiscal policies, how money they go, so that people already know, and when the returns they come. So it's not the development, it's not waiting this on do, not waiting on this, the fiscal policies. Now them actually need for be disciplined in terms of returns, in terms of what you go buy, procurement, when they give you. UNICEF, say now we know you read them money from what they give them. So all these kind of little things. You get the water, then there's they do what they call a World Water Day. Now they introduce water well them. But waiting the United Nations therefore bring or whoever is organizing the idea wouldn't they try for tell because we are not able for give people a water well, we go dig well. Let's make over World Water Day. Let us discover the unseen. Now then they talk about that one day. So then they tell you, well, because if we're able this, well, do the simple one. So you have to work it out. We see how then they do infrastructure, and they see that they tight pipes in for some of the reservoirs. But they see how things are delaying. Where money be done, begin without thing about it. When they say replicate people and they pay now for them what's another day. Therefore, they use these funds. People are not they talk about world say the difficult or petrol not worldwide. But me, like for Uzadi, if petroleum difficult, then because of the leaders that we get. With the wheat, when they say flour, we able for plant them. If they make fertilizer now, because the fertilizer is factory day. So you cannot compare things. That's what I was trying to build up. Say, don't compare other people and say, oh, now we are the price and I price a day and I price a day. God don't give us natural resources. It's all how we get for deal with them and how we get for do them. Then they say geopolitical. When you get a geopolitical, how the government deal with boundary international business, you never put your hand there. You get for wait and see. What I mean, never put your hand on geopolitical thing. You never go see Russia. No, you get for find out first the detail of waiting you own petroleum go do. Now for how you come to that method for secure the people them, know you strategies them, do ring fencing. Key how the thing they move in price, equate them to waiting you they subvent or you know what you they subsidize so that the one that win at the business they secure the government, the company, it will get specific purpose with then the one for use that money now. Now there you go look now, you introduce for say, well, when I don't get a drift tracks, when I don't get small profits. So you go see say back you the government will able to get from them. Because price don't increase from the product where they get, they not be done buy and there, so they don't sell them. So that profit that they make, you go left on one side, you see how they float. So you say go able to say this is a drift tax, you go able to give me some of this, so I will go do development purpose. But if you just they say you give us, you left and give them, they will not accept it because you know the equate, you not put security, you not put ring fence, or everything is just because you are bringing political ideas way not to developmental ideas. And it based on resentment, what they don't do me, or money have been done losses, they're not been giving me or they're not been giving me this. These are all issues. It's quite a lot. We'll learn what today, and thank you very much for the effort we you do towards all this bringing us together. And I'm happy to hear you back and never continue for bless you program and all the listeners in VSZ. Thank you very much. Let God continue for help we and help leaders for give them wisdom and understanding for lead we to a better area where we will say we did not go to depth, but we go to gross domestic product increments and we get a build infrastructural development. Thank you very much. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much, us friend.
You're welcome. Yes, sir.
Yeah. That can't wait. This scholar. Yes, scholar, you did live on here? You name and inside the call form, sir.
Hello, my brother. Welcome back. I don't know if you don't come back or not Sarah tell the internet like clear so from Freetown. We did me laugh the heart. Welcome back, my brother. Me I wait let the Ramadan done. I myself to go, my brother. But welcome back. This you feel good back. We don't come back again. Anyway, my brother, let me make some comments now. You know, one at the start, which was how you first start. This president, I mean, don't they tell people, but some of we, they don't cast we as SLP people, that's fine. Maybe don't tell people as they matter be, they go down as the worst president, which you don't ever get. The things I'm going to do, the way we in they do them, you just tell me, this man tina publicly. He tell the people them, and it's like again young craziness. One day not tell Sierra Leone and say, everything what been put on my manifesto, I don't done them now the guna boya. This man tina publicly tell people and say, everything. Now so maybe now only two lines in the beginning. Because if everything what Mother Bio say, what the SLPP said they can do, Mother Bio say, you don't done now. Lord have mercy. Well, Salin in trouble. Salon really gets serious. This is not a joke matter. We say a president was supposed to make the life of the people and better. When and I they get worse, the in talk say, hey, what I don't do? Everything we've been telling us what they can do, we don't do and we don't do now they can do na bunya and this alone and they don't bunya now they can do na bunya. That don't tell you Sierra Leone in a serious trouble. This country they're in a serious trouble for let a president say things like that and see things and where they go. In fact, everything what this man hoping the month tell we say what in go to now before Mike, he tell we say they can't do now in 5 years now they done so. He left less than a year and a half for letting term done. Let them get another term because then say they get another term. Everything where in line up, where it be the go outside, they go dig shovel, the turnover. That's not the way to do. The fish pond not right, the diagnostic center not right, the flour mill not right, the light them where them been there, they have bad people and they go and draw all the trucks that they give traffic light, it not light, it not go on, the overpass bridge them for letting the bank picking them, nothing. Then the guy them is so then guy they so sabi lie, they so sabi talk, then they even get press conference, then they sit down and talk how they don't do the studies. They don't study everywhere. They even cut bongo well, we not go to give the whole city traffic light, we not go to give the whole city overcross bridge. They talk all kinds of. Now they don't even go there. But you still get people on the talk say, this man don't do something. They just tell you. When they talk about petrol now, you're right. Me now one of the people when they talk say America self get the inflation. Right. But we need to compare America and Salon. Even though right now, America, just today, United States gained 430 something or 450 something thousand jobs, but still people in the jump on Biden say the country get inflation because the people in there, they know what thing they do for and they know what thing they stand for and they know what thing they pay tax for. We people in Africa don't know that. Because if we know that, need no day for that you give any president, anybody in the right frame of mind, need they give any president a pass. Because he do what he's supposed to do. Because then guy, past and present, not to we go call and say, when I can't run for presidency. Now then grab, then spend money, then kind of we host them, then talk to with people them. In sometimes they even terrorize them, then beat them for let them vote them in. So when people then they talk now, I say, Kuroma do this, Bio do this. What thing? Because just like what you say, my brother, you hit the nail right on the head. Honest by Kuroma and LPC spent 11 good years. They never give you light, they never give you water, they not give you hospital, they not give you food. And then why we sit also, they spend 11 good years, they watch them wire. For then they talk, say, then don't see the problem for 11 years, where then why not be they do nothing. Then see all the problem, where then why not do 11 years, where then come, now till they get bad to pass last year. But now no means that the gear not come pass. But you get people and where they still they talk say APC, how you go bring? You said the word. Sierra Leoneans, Africans, we so good for settle, for mediocre. This mediocrity, we don't settle. How for do? No, now you're right. They're supposed to give you sustainable light. If now one of them 3 items and they either one of them pass presidential to this one, choose. Let's say Ernest Bakromabin just say, let we zoom in on light. Any money we'll get for this country, we'll go do food and we'll go do some little medical. Lord, just make sure say we get light forever. Then when they fully already now come, then say, well, you know what? Now we concentrate on light, on water. Now we make sure say people are not suffer again. Well, that means 11 years and these 5 years, we don't get light, we don't get water. Maybe the one for now 2023, he can focus now on health. If no hospital now, he go build hospital. The one go come next in 2028, he go focus now if not food. But then guy, I let you know say they're not serious. But we Sierra Leoneans, they give them pass. They want to know we give them pass. Hey, if somebody do small good self, now for talk what in? What in are the good? Talk what in? What the good? What the good will ABC do for talk about? What the good? Because I will tell you, if Marabio not win next June, you go ready back in people and go can't tell we now back 2024 say when somebody small thing, you do small thing when I talk about. Then you go talk about what Marabio may you go argue 2024 say Marabio do this year or the past 3 or 4 years. What did he do for the people? Look what they go now and they put people in a wheelbarrow say for them go from which side they come out to which side they go. You just don't talk. You just don't tell people what thing go on with this Seratel. This Seratel problem, it don't cost one member of parliament, it almost costs a seat, it costs a position of parliament, Honorable Tawa. Because now the same Arabio this vacancy, the way hope in parliament, it tell we say Seratel they do well. You know, if you read 3 months, 9 minister can talk say Seratel are the worst government investment. Now any people ask that say, if you are the president, wouldn't they tell you the truth? They say this, you don't begin to put mud power, we need for pull and come out. Now, we say in office, they close to the bathroom. If they don't move the bench, come out themselves. We say they be put out. You don't even see the boy again. Now, kind of human being, not to say human beings are not there, we care about that nation. You just don't talk up. Now, that's in a picture. Let us show me anybody, any good artist in Sierra Leone where SLP figure was a bit draw. Now, picture. What are they pay for picture? I mean, they even buy down the $100. $100. I see myself in a flea market at the pass. I don't care if na Bible. I don't care. Not even saying I want a Marabio. That's a picture. Would they buy a picture $50,000? Are you kidding me? Would they see drawings that would cost millions of dollars? Now they're not to drawing, not to anything, not to painting. Now picture. When they take Marabia picture, somebody go frame them, you go put another big frame, you go put another, Marabia not get money for help people them get by waiting to go and they go, but get money, I not got no problem with church. Me not a religious person. Right now the fast, me not Muslim. But it go knock church, they put money tonight, they even put for samurai. They samurai, even though we know they put some for them. But people they struggle under them. Then today, they go call meeting, they tell people and say, now, una they pass on, if we do something for una self, una pass on to the people. But let me tell you something, where people they need a pick. Sometimes when somebody talk, listen. When you listen, you go learn something. Now I make the all Americans, all American man talks, they say, listen. When you listen, you will learn something. Fatima Bio been talking then this year. I don't know if anybody been pick that particular part there. Fatima be away be the talk in say SLPP. Then they win back no runoff. After we don't talk that, now you say, well, Mr. President, they tell you when we win back, the next time they can win. This time not for the people, not for nobody or all man don't eat. Now not for the people that they can't, all man they can't for even I don't know if anybody picked that conversation or that rally they up. Fatima talk. So what he don't tell you? He don't tell you say na eat them people have been come for can eat. Fatima don't pull them ado. Fatima don't pull them ado. He don't talk about Mr. President. This will next 5 years. Now for the people another for can woko, don't eat, all man don't get you. Fatima don't tell me. So that they be come for. All the under will be they donate, wait so then they work them. We know how people are lazy, how lazy now. Some of us sit down now, we need to work. Now we have the work, we mortgage with election terror. Like right now, they don't begin. Because not too long ago, can they begin at Philadelphia? The other thing they don't begin right now. Then right now they don't call the real estate agent. They ask how much, waiting at the interest rate. Right now they try for mortgage or refinance the host them for pull money there and go give APC or send some to SLPP so that when they win back, if the APC win, then they are submitted gamble. If you don't go clear off your credit or you refinance because they not get some. I tell you, free all the guy woman that be put in pride the underwear and let's be put. They no matter if you get $10,000 cash, not the savings. Then work, then hard work, then whether they do 2-3 jobs, now the money then whether they take, they refinance them, their houses them, or then credit card them, then go. If you take $10,000 right now cash, now you go give Samura, say Yana, me will help this one. Because you just don't talk them. Politics, now money, election cost money. You refinance your house right now, AAA. You pull if you pull 50,000, now you pull and you go give Samura say, now me on this show for the campaign. Now in Samura, will you feature the left BN? Well, Nigeria will take so. If you go give you any position, that 50,000, then you pull out first. Then if you ever pull another 2-3 million then now, if the APC come on power, you don't get 2,000, 2,050,000. Now good gamble, now good trade. Now then guy had to do. Now they look the one that in government. All that guy they were to go get that will beat that $8,000. That guy didn't oversee me. That minister of trade with them getting. Now the problem is so the even that we get right now within the call that minister of interior. That guy in London, they said they get daycare business, but whatever within I name. Now the thing is, now the trade this what they do. Right now they all depend do them. Would they pan refinance the house, go do something because then the Gideon guy, Fatima already tell me. It already tell me. I listen to that. I don't know if not the rally, whatever else I believe. When talk say, then go beat APC flat, no run off. But the next 5 years, so they can now, Mr. President, now for the people them, all man don't eat now. You hear the trouble? It just don't call them for them. Now the party then they will get. Now the people then they will God give it. This not to foresee a stranger them, not to foresee a overseas or some other island. I didn't go pull them guy. Then we are now with brothers and sisters. Them. Now the people and then we sit down with now the same classroom, same primary school. We grow up in the same neighborhood. Now they treat we so. Now they deal with we so. Let you see how the wickedness we don't see on Africa. Find that, my brother. Thank you very much. Welcome back.
Thank you very much, Omar. Well, say Omar no go talk without another person. If you don't follow me on Saturdays, so we get two people them. When I then get this platform for talk on Saturdays. Today will not give the time because of but look how the other person. Welcome on board, Saiki. Introduce yourself.
Thank you so much, Triple Ezekiel call from Oregon.
Get the platform.
Thank you so much. We brother basically talk a lot when issues that we make sense. The Sierra Leone issue is deep and plenty. And we know think say the Sierra Leoneans people for believe say no one government will go come and solve all the issues at one go. But I think the people they still go able decipher if you try for do something. I believe say the reason why a lot of people and then they still try for compare this government to the previous governments is because some things and they wait and then they able for pick up, Obviously, we them in they will not be happy because we're not to just road construction people and they look at. It's easy for Lowy Day Nayam and criticize the road, until you go there and see some of the areas that we, they be fixed, Some areas and it be very difficult for travel in those days. And where I go, I be able for travel they easily, So some things and they way APC been do, obviously. And that is the comparison too we get for make, and they say into party and now we get, all we they hope for law we get one of them where he the leader party when a good person where he get the love for Sierra Leone. Now then they all will for pray for and hope for and work for, No new party, no day we go can beat any of them two party. We settle on that, then we'll begin for first now. For law, we get good leader. We go lead any of them party. As long as they not make any changes in the constitution, as long as na Africa, even if we make constitutional change, one person come inside it, if na Putin style he get, he go change that constitution again. Because we people them, the one that we then they na power, then go use that day for change and the court go change 180 follow them, because if you not do one, then send somebody, then go beat them up, it change. So whether the constitution will lay them or will not lay them, me are still skeptical, especially when it comes to Africa. We can lay the bridges and make everything solid. We get that division of power, the executive, the parliament, the judiciary. We can put them all in place. We get one wicked man will come. Every time way that one man come, the security forces, then they favor him. So you now, George, you call you now net, tell you say, hey, not put hand at this, you put hand at that, now beat you, then they go beat you up. Next thing you pull hands off. So all waiting for continue for pray and work hard. Lord, we get good leader. We the lead one of them party here. Because for Lord, we get new one. The new one. Sadly, the regional, the tribes, they're not ready for do that. That's not the problem. It's not like we not go able to set up a new party. You can set them up, but the regional thing, the tribal thing, it could be very difficult for they do that. Then two parties are don't entrench in areas and in tribes, because of what they've been done. They do just like Naya for they come. Third party can no more dethrone the Democratic Party or the Republican Party. It could be very difficult. And it not go happen because them don't get the foundation built long time ago. So all waiting for work for let person they say, oh, that why I've been there, they will pull them. No, there's still things where they compare to. And if you get that good leader, let the man not feel say because now the two party they therefore if done 2 times or 3 times or whatever. No. We give you one time for let you perform, I don't see any regret on there. Then no one day go to any place, they talk to people and say, you know what, we'll be promised all this, will be this not the really difficult part for politicians, but then why not then don't then they do right now we face any side you go, you see signboard and talk and do what? Then they don't left to the other parties and for let you get really a catchphrase. Really, catchphrase then they work, talk and do. Usaiba, catchphrase for you, put everything everywhere. People are struggling. Usai are they really way they read the outline of this gift we go give church, which again we all obviously want for let God in work go before, but do am with your money. Whose side would they know saying that the country money is they use for do this? A perfect example. Remember where APC been they in power, their office, where they been the bill. Hey, then they bill mighty office. Agona McKinney, the office is still not done. Who's APC man right now get mind pull that money there for let them go fix the office? Can't. All the idea where they been they say, oh, this person don't bill APC office. This person don't bill. Let last see one person right now. The way to go bill APC fresh office. The country money where they use, then they foolish them. While priority things and then they happen. Nobody no care. It's there right now, nothing. It's not done. Windows are open, everything. The one part where they finish, now they can meet. The rest is not done. Who can open his own purse and use his own money? They don't get money. Get that. Then they sustain themselves right now. Now the same thing. Marabi was just a few years ago. Pass away and get a house. We'll spend 2 billion of the country's money. You want for build that church if you don't build a long time ago if you have that money. Peace people them off. So let person not say, oh, this party been there, no, we're not for bring them. No. Can feel say we in a power, if run 2 times a day, we not do nothing for we. Because right now, which you don't do nothing for the explain to we, which you don't. In fact, sometimes you don't need for explainer. The people that know. So comparison day. This is the reason why we want way changes they happen, because then you go able for compare some things. Then people are not stupid. Then they compare. Whoa, then okay. What would they feel say where you see I'm not to development to them? There's a huge difference. They can see it. They can see it. You know. Yeah, obviously, but good things and the way they've been, where people have been praise. Where you go with the American eye or overseas eye, where you go, it's totally different. Of course, it's totally different. You know, but the way they did it, then they tell you they've been there, how situation been there, tell you the difference. So long, not just the mumble everything, say, oh, nothing not be happen. The one the way then they not the ground way then they live there throughout that time to now, they can tell the difference. So let them bundle themselves 2023 and vote that situation for that change for them. Thank you so much, Triple A. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, we get two more calls. Let me see. We get two calls. I'm sorry for bringing this one. They return calls. The one that we don't call before. And we go get spot updates today with Daniel Oldfield. Hey, oh, call your answer. Oh.
Hello?
Yes, sir. You did live on here. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, it's Patrick.
Yes, sir. You get the platform.
I just want to welcome you back for, the good job we don't do. And some of the videos and the comedy side, see the servants that they come back. I mean, that is good. Say so many things don't go on in our country, but this past 2, 3 weeks, you don't make things that pressure on too much on we, what the diaspora. I know for some people, though, but some of we don't get so many pressure, from family, from friends, past month and other thing there. And country this, it's too much. The only thing we dey pray for that this coming election, let the people they make a right choice, right decision, and know what that feel say. When I say leadership, not they come from above. I mean from anybody, not from above it they come. So let it choose the right person because this even the petrol business everybody they cry for now. Not so not to the now around the world, but on order for make comparison. But look come Ghana where they own 1 liter go to 10 cities. I think that 10 cities how much in dollars so go in 10, but the government able put under control. The driver the interview drivers. I mean they listen their own radio station there and TV station there where they say, okay, although you don't go 10 cities, but yeah, a day, people they able to afford that, they able to buy, even if it's expensive, but the driver they go buy. Because when they go, they know the to line, they know the bribe. You know, how like we own a salon, we own a town, you will see how the driver say, even though they don't ace them up 50,000, between 15 and 18, 15, 18, some parts, you see the driver then are Jewy. Then they buy 18. The other driver then what's that Western, then they buy 15. But they say even that he left for bribe for they even get her. Now the worst part that side, now if he is price off for the people they are available, people they're not going to fight over because when they know they're available, then they make other people that they take advantage of. For they buy you left for bribe, again you left for pay extra money for let you even get her. Now they the worst part there. See if you don't ace am up, yes, but let you available all filling station, may not everywhere they sell them. And we know see most of the motorcar they back in the country, they said not diesel they use. Because the fuel that think him available, but now the diesel wey not available now, they make things can worst. And the government as we all they talk, they not they communicate properly to the people. That is the issue. When something they go bad From the beginning, the government for don't take a stand, come out, that the media from talk to the people. Oh, na so, na so, na so. Then people don't go understand. But when they just they keep quiet, some of the information are through social media. Say if you find out, you know if not true or not to true, on a repost or not to repost. Sunday they post. So whether they keep quiet, and then they make things that the worst. Where the government something they happen, he come up on the air, he talks, oh, not to so, not to the government in position, that or not to, he talk to the people. But when you keep quiet, to say nothing, like they feel that okay, everything they okay. They begin blame one or two people, say, oh, na propaganda, na this, na that. No. Even if na propaganda, the government position it for come out and talk to the people, say, na so they go on, na so they go on. When they then are on here throughout and they talk to people there, they encourage people there, that could less stress on some people there. But when you keep quiet, they say nothing, it add more stress. And whosoever want take advantage, they go take advantage, especially if not the dealer there. They go take the advantage because they say government no they say nothing. Because they know the talk. You see? But now the issue, now everybody to talk about. When you want to do something, waiting they happen, attack her from the beginning before you go as they say, water pass Gary. You know, when they say nothing, keep quiet. They go fix everything. All right. And we not say it's not easy. From last week to this week, before this fast Monica, some of the pressure that we would all receive, and they tell you on phone calls, what you don't go up, what you don't go up. And you're not going to deny them thing, and they know say, the facing a light that person they lie by you because you see, you go the listen and you go see on media say na so na so na so, and these are na your relative, the close family, maybe your mama or your pa or your brother or uncle. Where say now you the depend, but if you not do it for them, nobody else not go do it. You see? And then pressure, well, we serve then, even we don't serve then, who already diaspora, we serve there, we own challenges there. We know say things that don't go up, things that they, but at least you be able to afford that. You be able to say, okay, the government, if you see the government in our own country there, they do things there. They put mechanisms in place for lay ease on the people there. Even some states, how they give you gift cards there. I received gift card na my boss. I've been facing at with his then credit card or this but I said it come from the state. I said, well, that's good. It don't mean that much. But that week I get now just for buy gas with that. You see, it would see that they drop cut taxes and other states that copy that. They help people that for put less the burden on other people, on the people there. But we will then consider we will not get a salary, we will not get, as you may say earlier, we will not get a safety net that they for release some of the burden and the COT the government they do for less the burden. But Africa or Salon especially, they. So what you left for the do as government, you left for the talk to the people there. Tell them the thing that we they try for do for let listen. Let them think the petrol or whatever available. Even if na 18,000, na 18,000. Let available. Let them not driver not go begin go the bribe again forget her. You see? So at the end you don't buy like 20,000 for liter or 22,000 because when you go down bribe for just get the waiting figure, you left for car hard all them bribe price that the way you don't pay. And you dey see now because now as the one thing I listen by you program when some driver when at Jewel Junction where they say the government price na 15, but then they buy 18. So, but we go central, I think na 15, or we go, all them thing they do. One word not day. Everybody did what it said. So don't forget about to about the people where the poverty is, where they want kind of tongue. Because then they not go to worry say they want go 1 point to 1 point. But where they want kind of talk, they want bring the goods there. Look at the other video where the one Congo market where they interview what where the woman say, come on, cassava leaf where they buy. They buy 15,000 for the big bond, I think the big tie. Yeah, 15,000. Say, wait, they can't divide something as 6 ties in the commodity, and that 6 ties they in the sell and 2,000 for one tie, and that 6 tie where don't come para one big bond where they buy. Not 12,000. So you don't lose 3,000. So you don't see. And I did not all. The other woman where they show the fish. As I mean, they say, I hope you bring fish car. Then thing they do not for the cry about them because we not say saloon, especially this dry season. Fish for the plenty. Fish for the plenty. Now rainy season, if you go see fish not the day that much because people they know to go see the rain, the weather that much. But dry season, fish for the plenty in the country. Not for the struggle for them thing and they for the plenty. You know, Plazas then thing and they will not say dry season. Yes, plazas can really hard for them because the water shortage. Some of them small swamp there around the country, now especially around Freetown, Renton, the water can shortage for plant. Then potato leaf, then thing and they it is shortage them because now water get them thing there for the lay the water, the garden for every day you do not say it scarce them small. But the things that look today, I mean, somebody made it talk. I said, we thank God what we don't oversee. Because I said, I can't go take shower, I tell the person. I can't go take shower. So I just need for to put me pump on the heater on the water. I don't want. I go once. I said, but people they did now. So maybe they take 2, 3 days, they're not going to wash safe. Because outside they go to go get the water or half for wastewater or anything in there. Because then that and they all would cry about. We wake my money, for the say where you go up you pump water the run. So where you get your food, you put on a fridge, go spoil light there. And then everybody they cry for not to gentry, not to gentry. If you didn't think that the country people that they're not going to cry on government. Some people go to sell a ginger beer ice block. They're not so light to do 24 hour. Where they go to sell a ice, ginger beer, the Kool-Aid, whatever that they sell, it go to bring them money. Even if government they know who go, they know. And that's some people that they survival. But when you talk, they say like this government. Now what did they do? They make people they not say they hide. They see her. People they see her physically. Then now they post their own secret on our internet. Look on this thing. What you go bid on picture? What is so special about that thing? And I say some people in portrait good, yes, but what is so special about it? Well, workers they cry, say they not get paid 6 months. Who that go work and let them pay? America, if you say overseas or any side, you work then they owe you 2 hours, 2 hour or 1 hour per your paycheck, na trouble. You will call HR or payroll throughout for let it rectify. It happened to me. When was it? Last week I go work overtime. Because I finally they cut me pay. Can't see me. Monday morning, I begin blast payroll. Begin give them the way say na so. And they rectify. You see? And I don't make it for now. We just say welcome back and we're happy for your voice again. We know say you get so many stories and things they for share with you.
Thank you very much, Patrick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we could come with the last caller. Yes, caller, your name and who you call from, please?
I'm Leone Fox. I call from London.
Yes, Fox, you get the platform, sir.
Yes, sir. I mean, the major thing about this, what I look at, is insincerity on the part of the government. They're not sincere for us. Because now they're not going to take the IMF funds and then loans and then bank loan. You don't say bank now. The first thing that they do for us now, they give you like conditions for AP for make you pay the money. So I then get them conditions, say, Paddy, well, if you not take money, we not pull subsidy. That subsidy will give you back so that's not for the pay we loan there. So now one of them criteria, then they will go take so. So inside here now, we don't know they give people a loan. I mean, they're not give people them subsidy. That the people then they be at the burden. That the government now they increase taxes, that is GST on the importers, then they take GST back from the retailers that they sell. So the direct burden are the people that they go to. So this kind of government is that not sincere. So now one of them things that they really creates the economic difficulties in the country. Then they like to then they look at themselves, they look at contract, cancel contract. A whole contract company, you go cancel them. That's what they mean. If make other international people who can do business to the free, say that country they cancel contract like that. So investors are not coming to your economy. Then if you look at number 3 thing again, if you look at like look the mining, then cancel that contract, almost people in the way they don't even get job. Then people they get for can go court. At the end of the day, they win. So they win, you get for pay them for all that losses day. So there's a lot of leakages that we don't take place. They will not get economic accountability and transparency. Like I tell you, is sacked. The woman where they audit the auditor general where they audit the treasury has been sacked. And they're not giving no reason. No official reason, not the pastor here in media they talk about. And agents they talk to they say they sack him because he bring. These are not true. These are all lies. I must say you they take for make you go sit up. And if you build the economy in lies and falsehood, I they talk say the debt we then go meet, we then go to. They're not gonna take more debt. They're talking about billions of dollars of debt. So if all so they're not sincere, then they take the money. Matter if you don't travel over 450 times. Or to I know I'm this. They don't me and you know say they travel every day. You're not per diem. Say the Minister of Finance they tell you say that's in the changes stuff they tell you say if you go to Parliament or Parliament for make laws, not for even audit them. You get less spending. The auditing is not in. Then the security situation, the fragile situation between the political parties, them and the country force. SLP, they see one side, always there is economic tension, we have a fragile country. And for let your country grow, you need these investors to come in. You can create job for your local people there. Over taxation, other one. They just do overtax. You don't even have water supply. You don't even have electricity. You don't even have the Lunge Bridge. Now, other one back with another problem, man. Because that Lunge Bridge been the people you for no you go saloon. It's easier for you just take Putka, you just cross conflict. Now then they go spend money, they go take all that money back for they go build with it. And they go build terminal. But the terminal back now the same Lunge you day. It don't make sense. But if you get a new airport or you get a Lunge Bridge, because what you want to do, you are link towns and cities. These are all the economic. Then they use the money wrongly. The educational system, that money then they use for go pay for free quality education. Therefore they use them for vocational institution. Therefore go for land people and for skill trade. This is how so you know skill and trade. Money land for make suits, money land for make this, money land for that. Then they drive the economy forward. When they're picking away feel care, wow, society did that. They're not drop out all over the streets of Britain. And that economic difficulty. So they're 4 years in office. Then you get the judiciary all just play salon, you get problem. And the judiciary is not even sincere to its people. Judiciary is not even sincere to investors. So how come they go before per all kind thing and day? So they pray for the people and go register and try for look at another government who will try for give them a manifesto. And like then job that would do solo continue for the do for they sensitize the people there. Because this too much lying is too bad, man. It's not like political party. They don't look like a political party. No. It's about the Sierra Leonean thing we I don't born salon for go before. Thank you so much, Triple. I think I don't make the point.
Thank
the people
you
who
very
register and
much,
vote.
Lawrence. Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome. Yeah. You're welcome.
I don't think so. Anybody call again? That's not Lawrence. I think not the last person for today. I just check if I owe anybody call. We don't try, eh? Hey, now 4 hours we don't ask so. People if I give thing if I don't think so. They pay the debts now today. Okay. But I just want to check if I owe person call before they come with Daniel Oldfield. I think we're good now. Nayana Salon. Saturday, everything goes. And so we can do Saturday. Where we go come here during the week, you meet we. We get specific thing and do the team up. But it's been a while. I can't come on board without bringing the chairman himself, Daniel Oldfield, all the way from Edmonton, Canada. But make you can't tell we waiting to get today. You get the platform, sir. The chairman himself, Daniel Oldfield.
Yes, so triple. Well, I don't know anything for safe family. Me clear?
Loud and clear.
Yes, family, myself nothing may happen, and then no need for going to specifics, but I come back after Freetown. Me and Tripoli meet in Freetown, we do it for do. Epele will give the mommy the fitting funeral, and I can tell you, I say Tripoli play major role for Sarah Network Radio, and all leading at the bay in Canada, we show back. And I can tell you, I say even after that, Tripoli invites me in the house. I go na the Pambodi. What happened to that Pambodi day? If not, no more Pambodi, I want for tap la Pambodi forever. Because that Pambodi day, which I go see na that Pambodi day. And I the one una the woman there again. Menjo be safa flow. All the woman then do are big. When I not try Tripoli, we reach for the pot up side. This man invites me last year a little bit because until I talk to family. Tripoli for dry me eye from the cry for the mommy we don't go. And Tripoli invite me to the Pambodi. That Pambodi day, where Tripoli learn pan still green and I think crane. Tripoli mean to say chairman Amau the eat boku. And Tripoli Lego eat from me. I say 4 man can don't die it. Now just chuk and small. The school still green the crane left so. If na mark Tripoli get 95. So now the woman there una not take Tripoli na Amau the player and they plan well. I think other people and said in the Old Testament. So well, that's why they introduced the program. Now do some sports. Don't say last if I will get me mojo back after almost a couple months. I think so we will begin back. We will begin now. Right now we don't begin the say with them. I remember say before things they roll up and the COVID and whatnot, we've been on the campaign in this program. One Pot Sports that they are the sports ministry, the current government. The sports minister too much hype about football. We're not saying a problem that, but the fact is there are many other disciplines where then sportsmen and women and then they bring lawyers to salon. And one such discipline, like the Cricket Association, the male team, the Patriots in the duel, the female team, the duel, the under-19s in the duel. So at least Minister Nyelenka will not go tired for the call you. Do you spread your tentacles for other disciplines then too? And as much as you like football, not a problem. But other disciplines and they boxing, they cricket, they swimming, they all they do well. Golf, they all they do well. So now see how the females then play some matches then na the Tafawa Balewa Square na Lagos with the Nigerian Cricket Association host the NFC Women's T20 cricket tournament. We then host Tafawa Balewa Square, cricket square. Then play several matches, but one match we then play, we then do so well. Then beat Ghana, then beat the hands down. The Sierra Leone team then toss and they win the toss, so then bat first. And they posted 136 all out, 136 runs all out, two wickets for they lost 2 wickets. Then in 20 innings. So the Ghanaians then come out for combat almost then score only 49 runs all out, then with 125 in 112.5 overs, then beats them proper. Just imagine the female team they do so well. For that one, we give them the no more. And we got one for praise Fatu Pesima, will be the woman of the match award 9 winner. So this they show say with that kind of win the way them people are win so. In 20 overs for the loss of 2 wickets, then score 136. With the Ghanaians, they able only for score 49 runs in 12.5 overs. That goes to show if the sports ministry put on pan cricket, because most of the time now the Cricket Association they help themselves. Now you ask them what's in the government getting at times in case it's not for talk. They know how hot nobody. But the people and themselves they bring lawyers to salon. And as much that's we get picking the you got for give the picking the whole but be equally. But not just to take football because of the money they come out. Yeah, on a left thing and the level we support all sports. We come up on cricket, we go for continue next week. We camp on one sport we know the remote but now cycling. We got a young man within a long side, they do Tour de long side. Would they able Tour de France, Tour de Germany, Tour de side. But they Tour de Lusar. That guy they do in thing as salon, they go out to get international sponsors them. They do not say where they come help them. Inside Lusar, they do fabulous things and people and they compete and they win people and they come out of the country. Well, that guy did Alexander Tula, by God power, Desmond Payne go able to get me, go furnish me, and Magdalene go furnish me with more results. As I said, just picking back, so I not did too much on top of it. But I mean, for the simple fact that I don't begin come back, I go give una more. This and that people just give me it's like una teaser. So we congratulate the one they organized the Tour de France, Tour de Lausanne. This is a step in the right direction. Let God bless una. Lona put Salon at the map more. Not much day for talk about the Salon football because what you do. Because I was in Freetown. I go watch people playing very team, mighty Blackpool play. They may win that game there. I think so against Eastern Rangers, Eastern Central Parade, when they beat Central Parade 4-1. Here was myself, the chairman after the bearing. I said, "I go street foot, go to stadium." The first thing I noticed now that they repair the stadium, they say the team that they play under floodlight. Now be a hazard. Hazard in what sense? If we are not so able to give full floodlight, why not go put 2-3 lights? I don't see a Blackpool stand. I'm not even going to the press stand. Me no they see the ball say for the ball and the kick because it was so bizarre. When I go play on the floodlight, when I not get mind for all the floodlight. See the ball there, I hardly see the ball, even though I use glasses. And the net, if we know I'm playing a net, we don't play at all. So na hazard for the ball and play them if we don't win the under. But triple A team Blackpool they win. But the league, what me be see that they just stand like a school league because if about them ill prepared. I mean, we get a lot for do to Pansaloo football. Honestly, when we don't left this 22 years, there is lots to be done. Well, let me say until they repair the stadium, that's another issue. Because when the Chinese and don't cancel, they say they make them back. Now the same old manager will not Sabibo manage stadium and they can give back because it's in politics. But as I tell you, games they play. Now stadium they repairs, and now games they play all over the town. But recently they misbehave now between Bo and between Bo and FC Cologne. Me don't know that. You see the damages for them caused by that mini stadium then Bo. You see people and they misbehave and they want to play. It's not good. It's not good for sports, you know. So right now the way how the league there can get the standings right now. Bo Rangers still the lead with 51 points. Second is the Lions with 50 points. Usum Stars they third with 41 points. FC Cologne they fourth with 40 points. Cambo Eagles they fifth with 36. Mighty Blackpool Triple A team for some reason they don't come all way back. I see Blackpool they sixth now. Triple A Kudus. Blackpool they sixth with 35 points. FC Johnson 734. Eastern Tigers sixth with 34. And ninth position will get Central Parade 34, Freetown City FC 10th with 33, the military team RSLF for Slav will then get 11 to 39, 29, then Assislifa, then they 12 to 27. Another nothing but Port Authority, another nothing but all the audience. Oh, what is going on? That's no good. That is no good. Well, we see Leone Stars, the national team in preparation for the AFCON Nations Cup in 2023 na Ivory Coast, Côte d'Ivoire. We see Leone Stars then go do some warm-up matches in Turkey. Well, there is some confusion whether a competition and go play on just friendly matches, but the fact remains, Coach John Kista assembled Mandem we go mostly foreign-based players. Then we go play some new faces that we go play in Turkey. The first game, Togo win 3-0 against Leone Stars. I thought that match was a bad match for Leone Stars. Then the second game, Leone Stars, they beat Lone Stars of Liberia 1-0. And then the third game, we see how Leone Stars, they beat Congo 2-1. And in that game, they will see a young player, Kalum Sisse, in the Tottenham Hotspur, in the academy. 19 years of age, he come on. Well, there were lots of talk about this boy too young, will play for Salon. All kind of talk they will be there. But the fact is, the Bobo can perform. So that means Coach Kista don't begin the show say it go out, it do well, it bring the players then strong, it bring them come young. Well, we hope say they get the support and they will do what they for bring Salon football on top. Well, Salom at the last 24, so we not play for qualifying. Then they inside. We hope say by June the team they begin proper. We don't assemble the team. I not see Kaikama, we not see the Because now we see now Stephen Cooker and the captain, we know about it, the committee itself, they play well, they will give their all the support. But as I say, let there be other disciplines to not to only football. They are big, Mr. Sports Minister. We'll now go international a small bit. The World Cup draws them. The World Cup don't play. We see how Africa don't got all the 5 teams them. And so result we play, we see how Congo, what you call 2 prominent matches when we put Japan, na Senegal and Egypt, mainly because with 2 key Liverpool people and now people they got the jealous why they talk so. Memzo Bisa fine, una already support Liverpool. We say with 2 stars in Liverpool, Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah. They meet again. After we Sadio Mane, we don't beat Mohamed Salah for the Nations Cup final, they meet for the World Cup qualifying. And we see how again Sadio Mane triumph over Mohamed Salah. But this time now it's a difference because the game Egypt been beat inside Senegal 1-0. So Senegal safe. No, Egypt been don't win 1-0 away in their home. So Senegal safe can get a 1-0. We reach for the penalty now. Beaucoup things happen. We saw that they put some laser according to we see pictures they would see them they put laser and the Halapan Mohamed Salah not a problem for Halapan player. But now the laser know that the points are invested and they go kick the penalty a bombo. Because them penalty they have maybe say a treat a middle foot, no keep on the puller. Triple yourself know that. Well, it so end up Senegal then beat Ivory Coast, then beat Egypt and then qualified and be one of the 5 qualifiers. And there was lots of jubilation. Well, the Senegalese, these Egyptians, they filed a protest. I don't know how FIFA and CAF handle that in there. But the fact remains Egypt, Senegal don't do inside the draws on Friday, which just happened. They will see another famous one with perennial archivals between Nigeria and Ghana. Inside Ghana, na Kumasi, they draw not. And the second leg will play inside Moshood Abiola Stadium, na Abuja. We see how the game end 1-1, but by virtue of where Ghana will score away. So it so end up that Ghana eliminates. So the rivalry intensify. The Black Stars of Ghana, they're able to eliminate their rivals when the Super Eagles won on away goals. Well, after the game, hell break loose. We see how fans in the rampage the stadium, even they misbehave when the Ghanaian fans them, players them, and we see we won FIFA official winner CAF in total Tanzania again for loss in life because they say alleged cardiac arrest. They meet on the dressing room them, they don't pass away because it will make them. That's not good for sports. It really not good, and it's terribly bad for anything that happen. So this lead to other games they play. We see how Morocco and Tunisia then safe come in, they safe qualify, and then join the other team then for go for complete Africa the 5-month representative at the World Cup in Qatar. So just on Saturday or yesterday on Friday, now then get the draws, and we see how the draws have been take place at the exhibition convention at the center in Qatar, in Doha. In Group A, we get Qatar, the host country, and we get Ecuador, Senegal, and Netherlands. In Group B, we get England, Iran, USA. Then the winner between Wales, Ukraine, and Scotland will complete that group. In Group C, Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland. And in Group D, we see France, the holders. Then we get the winner between Australia, Peru, and UAE go there second, then Denmark and Tunisia na Group D. And in Group E, we see Spain, then it will be the winner between New Zealand and Costa Rica, and then Germany and Japan. In Group F, Belgium, Canada, where the last way Canada qualified, 36 years ago, that was in 1986, that the last land, thanks to the likes of Alphonso Davis, William Liberian, Canadian, winner Edmonton beginning play. In fact, the last time they play now for Bayern Munich, where they win the Champions League. I've been interviewing Papa Dibia Davis. I've been interviewing ourselves for even with BBC correspondent na salon, Uma Fofana be send an interview I do it with Alfonso Davis and Papa. So then group F, Belgium, Canada. We own Canada. I don't know if Canada group make Canada group there against the likes of Morocco and Croatia. If I can honestly talk, Canada better not go follow. I don't know with football, but if I can look the standard of all the other team there, we are the bottom team now. I will talk them for free. Then Group G will get Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, and Cameroon. Now another tough group, and Cameroon, I don't know, it will be a tough group for Cameroon, but nothing should be counted out. Then also we see Group H, we get Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, and South Korea. What will I highlight this group? On a notion of South Africa 2010, on a new thing that happened between Ghana and Uruguay. Ghana been for don't be the first team moving for qualify, the first African team moving for go semi-finals na any World Cup. Ghana been done there on top of the game, they did 1-1, then for go 2-1, Luis Suarez, that in the Liverpool, they play for Uruguay, right at the line, they bat the ball. That's been very contentious with the referee for don't get that goal there, but the other a penalty. Well, the penalty, Asamoah Gyan, when I've been the Ghanaian top scorer and the captain, he sent the ball a bombo. So that's what happened. Ghana been lost the game because Uruguay go for win. So again, in the meet this time around, I think they still get the Suarez. This time they don't forget a chance because I'm a new breed of Ghanaian players. And we hope the African team, them Cameroon, Ghana, and Cameroon, Ghana, we see Senegal, and the Morocco and Tunisia. Then will do well for Africa. Me not to put attention on the Arab team because many times when they win, then they give credit to the Arab world. So my own bets now with Cameroon, Senegal, and we team that will come on Cameroon, Senegal, and Ghana that they're out for because yes, in Ghana. Because then we other team they are Tunisia and Morocco, and Morocco then win, then they give credit to the African, to the Arab world. So Tripoli, if you can end up for me, who do you feel so good do well on the 5 African team them? Because now you get interest, but don't football. Do you team Manchester United they do well? I see Blackpool they shake body now, and so tell or the other man they go on Rob they wait until we talk about but just give 2-3 minutes hold on before whose team will feel say go do good on the African team them. I told the challenge to now.
Well, I think because of the way how you see how the game plays for the Nations Cup. I believe the World Cup come with your special mindset with the players go. Because of what Ghana do Nigeria, I want to see them go fast small. I want to see them go fast for me. I'm hopeful we will reach another semi-final stage. All 10 and give 5 space before they make the
they don't pull me,
all 10 and give you 5 space, but they're not working with 2 steps. They come on just now. But we really need for shock then. Small no more. Cross the semi-final stage.
Well, Senegal, the last of them go at least them go second rounds because they got the likes of Abdou Diouf, we got the like of we got top player them. And Pandi draws then that day, I get 2 people who me mind being go to because some people who me mind being go to get a JJ Kucha from a Nigerian international. We still wait don't put on weight. And they were cool, still the pulling style them. Then we get Algeria's former star winner Rabamaja. Then of course we get the current coach of and one to have been like with the current coach of Cameroon winner, with the Besson winner been the strong man at the defense. And at the coach now. And we saw Isidom shoulder to shoulder with the current president of the Cameroon, FECAF, the Cameroon Football Association winner, no other president, Samuel Eto'o, now they all 2 Sidom. And they all 2 have been player, the last way Cameroon make big name. So now makes what they say, Saloon Sef, let them give the Queen Mohamed Kaloumi, don't they shake up so. Let the Football Association allow the footballer. Hey, what's wrong for the Samuel Eto'o to be football? And then now, of course, John Kista self been done play ball, if they don't play for Leone as a cover away they play in border, So I think if cause arise, we not send it away home for them Mohamed Kaloumi instead be president for the Football Association. Because the one they did now, people who not have nothing but football. I can tell you for free. Mohamed Kalon can do exactly, although Didier Drogba said they get the same problem na Ivory Coast. But there is room for the football, people who be don't want football. You get the likes of Ibrahim Bada, you get Junior Parade, you get Tostao, they let themselves get although now they get the opportunity, most of them are coaches them, but they have a better role to play. Some of them, they are highly educated. Not to, where for Google Masters for be president of Football Association, are your commitment and your dedication to the game. If Samuel Eto'o, 9 days, once now you don't let Cameroon win the Nations Cup. I mean, although Senegal win the Nations Cup, but Cameroon go final. And now they don't qualify for World Cup and then qualify on our way soil. Go beat Algeria. Inside Algeria, this is a step in the right direction for African football. And look, for the first time, World Cup they play in Asia, in an Arab country for that matter. Look how we come on them people and they don't build massive stadium. There are about 8 stadiums there, ranging from 40 seater to 80 seater. And I can tell you, they can't allow them people don't pump money inside. 500 immigrant workers there, but unfortunately, over 50 don't die, and some man don't get serious injury because the heat stroke and other thing them. And so then they abuse immigrant workers them because some man they go find the money. Or go hope and pray. As you say rightfully, that Africa this time will not go for go visit, will go for go perform. And one fine day, West Africa don't put your house in order. With the real people that will matter about sports, could take over sports, not necessarily football, at the English Bella, not necessarily football. If the right people in the part sports, because look, pretty soon you will see other events in the camp and sports, but the focus didn't only part football. So now so go round up to the triple. I tell you, thank you. This is just the beginning, but I tell you again, on a not try triple the cook business, the master Sabi man pan kitchen, and I believe say. That's who go round up to the God give all good word to people who they fast, both Christians and Muslims. Because who serve the Christian, most of who they fast, although many they fast because doctors say no fast. But maybe people go help with that. To Muslim brother them, Ramadan Mubarak, to Christian them, happy Lenten season. That's who they round up. To God be the glory, love, God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Daniel. I'll tell you in the CC Senegal will go far.
Okay.
I'll tell you of Chelsea. I think you don't get Dave Katie back. Dave Katie back na Chelsea day.
But no Liverpool man not did it, bro.
No, wait.
But wait, my sister.
Man City.
No, Man City.
They Liverpool. Be suffer then Combatara back na Liverpool.
But mom to be suffer go get problem. I think say the man na Arsenal do my brother the Arsenal. So let me no go get problem. When I again the Liverpool, I know the man the Liverpool. So but no say Mrs. Akemta tell me, Auntie Anna tell me say the Liverpool now you dey push am for go Manchester. Now so tell me It's a lot talk to. I want to actually the one come back for no girl. Me, David Van de Mustafa Baatila, so no the Liverpool now they can win. So we to catch Manchester City next week. Could walk around
to Man City? Man City be so fine that
14 points. Let me leave by triple 14 points. What's now the tank but they catch them next week? Could they walk and clear? That's now within the knock chest. So they can what they do with them decisively. Even as soon as the beautiful game of football. I mean, so fetch enough for the. Would trust in Bonnie Kansai. Wait and see. Until they say we're not Liverpool, you go see. I don't buy new vest. Why I go sell so I don't order me because I go give me vest to me. Staunch Liverpool man that alone. So I don't cancel. I don't order new vest, new everything for Liverpool. And I get 1 or 2 for offer.
Back the Liverpool. You say Liverpool.
Oh well, let them send them. Let them send a list then. Next time we'll get special program. We'll go where I go child alongside with Liverpool fans them. Both male and female. I see some bobble themselves don't begin they come, they see chairman who when they choose to say Liverpool for big man, woman. I say Liverpool for all man, woman. So I say if it's doing see people themselves don't they get change of mind.
Campaign season they cancel.
No, I don't glad for you because I see Mighty Blackpool they shake body now. Them guess what star player them. But I can tell you a lot has to be done with Sierra Leone football. I mean, internationally, I nothing say too bad, but I mean the league they nothing to be proud of. Of course, when they see the likes of Babadi Kamara, then they pump money, Mohamed Kalonde, I see this guy, Rodney Michael, and they put money in Blackpool and stuff. But I mean, a lot has to be done. Like, things like Edwards, and don't disintegrate. And again, before I round up, somebody when a stunt way related to me, I mean, niece and papa, Fumi Williams, he died. Then there's day before yesterday. Now, the man he play for, well, they born to my sister. They play for Real Republicans. I've been sober back man. Say he can be strong Republican supporter. So Fumi Williams na Kintomi Day na Hennessy number 10. He lost the bout with a protracted illness. I mean, missing papa. So the Republicans get bearing a saloon football get bearing because I'm marrying a staunch man at stand 7. I don't know back when they go down repair that stadium. They stand 7 go there again because you know it think happen at stand 7. I know it for talk now. So we wish the minister of Michelle and Mrs. Michelle Mustafa in Michigan, her husband when Edward Mustafa wins in a Chelsea man, and then we wish him and the picking them when Edmisha and Tony would wish they all would express with condolence to the Williams and Mustafa family. Let God give Mr. Fumi good word. Let Republicans sit up because they self-know will make a big pan football. I'll be one of the top team in the likes of Mazola, Brahma Mazola, Kama, Sentu Johnson, and the one and they all make a good for Republicans. So that's what we round up. Now let we Osh and let saloon sports, not necessarily football. Let saloon sports take the rightful position away for help saloon. To God be the glory. Once
Thank you
again.
very much, Daniel. Thank you, sir.
God bless.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I think, say, this time around, I met with a lot of people in a salon for the first time. Meet with Daniel Oldfield, Mr. Silla, Naya. Not all the meet and greet or this. The meet and greet will be seen live. I meet with who again? Maybe as the time they go. I'm on my bike, Camara Small. Who that again? Who that? Because the meet and greet we get Usman Toli, Matare Nobi, Alberto Samura, Alberto Kekaba, I don't can find trouble. I don't call. I can't forget the person just now. I can't wait for trouble. The people by the meet and greet you forget. We all be Didi. Eh? See quick. I consult the gods there for help me now. So that I not go forget the one they will meet. Yeah, I think I don't get them right. I'm about to kick over, about to Samoa, Mateo Nobius, Mantoli, and 22 agents, yes. Okay. Dave Katie left. Yeah. Dave Katie. So Bobby Brown says saying us now, the Gunners. Yes, me Albert Lance and I be supposed for C. But Albert, I'm sorry, sir. But we'll go see by God power. But Lance and I say Triple A, we say we get for C, but we'll not see you. Me Bobby Brown C. And we'll not be planning more, but we'll meet up so. No, so. Umar back na Chelsea day. So Dave Katie, Umar Kaba, Ayotelo, the only Chelsea. David Bankso, de Liverpool. Okay. But that's true. I'll be supposed to see you, but oh God, Salon. I'll left and so no more. I just get for big padding. We don't do 4 hours 30 minutes. Next time we go join the meet and greet. Yeah. Yes, definitely. Me Ezekiel C. Ezekiel is here. Eh? Me Ezekiel back C briefly. Yes, me Ezekiel C. I met with people. I think this time around, at the most way I don't meet with a lot of people from this platform. Yes, Kumbatayawali. I tell Daniel just now. Say you day in Liverpool. And I meet beaucoup people them we able for recognize me through exploit triple A. It's this exploit triple A make any side I go as diaspora people in beaucoup day. Then we say, oh, that's the guy on TV. Eh? Yes, I think me and Martha Eronobi, we meet. And also we meet. A lot of diaspora people be in a Jigibonta actually. For the first time, I started go meet Martha. Then other people and they see me. All my one come, hey, Tripoli. I say, hey, Tripoli. Anyway, it was nice. We will begin to see the pictures then, small. Small, not so big. Yes, we don't try with the left here. But we don't come back strong. Monday will be the 4th of April. We President View 4 years in office will be swearing in. So Monday, the 4th, 4 years. Now we go lay on the table. Ready? Yeah? 4 years, the 4th, we go lay on the table Monday. No can talk small bar. Manifesto don't complete the bonya we they had. No can talk and small. I don't know this trip if you go get for crisscross the media houses then like I be do on the 3rd anniversary. But because the way how the economy set up right now, the way how the blackout the way how the fuel price don't go, election they can campaign they can begin just now. I don't think say that thing will be try last year, go try this year. We be crisscross now them media houses them. We say go try. Well, I'll see Monday we go sleep here with Chloe. Okay. Anyway, as the Katie say the surplus electricity. Aye. Okay. Bolo le faire. Go le faire now, yeah. See. We'll go there back on Monday. Till we meet again on Monday. And so Tripoli go see. Ramadan Karim to Muslim brothers then. And Lenten season to Christian brothers and sisters. Monday. Tata.